So what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to obviously another YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about my 5 top tips to try and help with anxiety. 1, when you're actually feeling it, and 2, just in general, really, just stuff to, it's just my top tips really, just to keep you, things that work for me, keeps me happy, keeps me healthy, and overall just helps to try and avoid anxiety as best I can, really. So starting off, just want to say a massive thanks to everyone who watched the first video, liked, shared, subscribed. After this one, I'd be really grateful if anyone watching can comment, give me some of the tips that you guys use. I find that stuff really helpful, and I'm always trying to grow and learn more about this stuff myself. So get in the comments. If you're watching it, please like and consider subscribing. I want to try and use this platform to reach as many people as I can. So the more people that like, share and subscribe it, the more people I can hopefully reach with these videos, and we can build a nice little community so everyone can feel a bit supported and get some help. So let's get stuck in with the video. So tip number 1, if you're feeling a bit anxious, don't sit and dwell on it. I do this, well, I used to do this all the time, where I would just sit and obsess over the fact that I'm feeling a bit anxious and a bit low and whatever else. So don't do that. Make an action plan as to what you're going to do. Change. So whatever you're doing in that moment in time, if you're starting to feel anxious, obviously it's not working. You're either, your mind's too bored, so you're just overthinking, and that's what starts these feelings. So that's my first tip. Make a plan, do something. So tip number 2, do regular exercise. So sort of going back to tip 1, in that moment, stop what you're doing, literally put your coat on or whatever, take the dog for a walk, go for a cycle, go for a run. If it's raining, you can't go outside, do some exercise in the house, do some push-ups, sit-ups, yoga, you know, for guys or girls, whatever you like to do, whatever works for you. This is all personal. Do something like that. Exercise releases endorphins into the brain, and it is scientifically proven. It makes you feel better. And for me personally, if I'm feeling a bit low or anxious, if I go out and go for a run, do some press-ups, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be loads, nothing too extreme, just something, you feel so much better for doing exercise, and you feel fitter, healthier, happier, all those good things that help keep anxiety at bay. So that's tip number 2. Make sure you do regular exercise, and if you're feeling anxious, do it at that moment in time. Thirdly, tip number 3, call, or if you can talk to someone in person, that is always the best thing to do. So I have an amazing fiance, and she does have some anxiety as well. So she's amazing at understanding and really listening to how I'm feeling and what I'm going through. So, and for me, that helps massively. And one of my favourite sayings is, a problem shared is a problem halved. And I just think that that couldn't be closer to the truth. I know for probably a lot of you out there, you might find this one a bit difficult, and you don't necessarily want to burden people or put your problems on others. The only thing I'd say to that is, it's okay. You know, I think a lot of people like helping others. I certainly do. That's why I've started to do this channel, want to try and help as many people as I can. If you do find this difficult, it's understandable. It's not something you have to do. I'm just saying what I do and what helps me. So if you can, though, honestly, talking to someone and getting those thoughts out of your head and just getting someone else's perspective can make all the difference in the world. So definitely try and share with whoever you feel comfortable with doing that. Tip number 4, I would say, for me, keeping it a regular routine. So for me, I'm a bit of an early bird, so I like getting up early. I typically get up anywhere between, well, on a normal day, 5 and 6:30. It can sometimes be as early as 4 o'clock. I'm self-employed, so I don't have to be up anywhere. I choose, if I wake up, I get up. I understand that sort of times, I'm a bit of a nutcase, so I understand that that's probably not great for everyone. So you don't have to necessarily get up at those specific times, but if you normally get up at 8 o'clock, try getting up at 7:30. Just get up a tiny bit earlier. What happens is, for me personally, when I get up early, I have a lot more time to myself to relax and to think. I find that I'm probably my most creative and productive between, say, 5 and 7:30 in the morning, because everyone else is asleep. You see, most people are asleep. So you get up, I don't feel like I need to do anything. I shouldn't be doing anything. So it's my time to kind of just be with me in my own thoughts and relax. Also, keeping to a routine, so getting up earlier, you'll inevitably go to bed earlier. And again, a lot of people have said to me, I think it's been proven, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not going to claim that, but it definitely works for me. All the hours of sleep you get before 12 o'clock are way more effective than the hours you get after 12 o'clock. So if you're going to bed at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, you might still be getting your 8 hours because you're waking up earlier. But for me, certainly, it's not the same quality of sleep. So your mind's not as rested and your body's not as rested. So getting into some sort of regular routine, sleep-wise, makes an enormous difference. The other thing with when I say routine, what I mean is keep yourself busy. If you're super busy all of the time, it's just what works for me. If I'm super busy, I've always got stuff to be focusing on and thinking about, not being left alone to just dwell on, whatever, my thoughts. That's what can create anxiety for me. So just keep yourself busy. Try and plan your days out as best you can. Give yourself a purpose. If you've got a hobby, go and do that. So for me, I'm super passionate about motorcycles. So I ride my motorbike all the time, at least 2-3 times a week. Because for me, it's an hour to clear my head and I'm thinking about nothing else other than literally just enjoying myself and nothing else. So it helps massively. Now, my fifth and final tip might sound a bit odd. And again, I'm just saying what works for me is to stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water. I think most people don't realise how much water your brain and your body actually needs to function at 100%. A lot of people, most of the time, they just are quite dehydrated. I mean, so to give you an example, I try and wake up every morning. I normally have a cup of tea or coffee, as I'm sure most people do. But after that, I'll try and drink at least a pint of water before I've even got in the shower and got ready for my day. And then try and stay regularly hydrated. Buy yourself a bottle. If you've got a bottle of water next to you, you'll drink it. If you have to get up and go and get a cup of water or, and do it that way, it's much easier to just forget about it. Whereas if you've got a bottle of water, you'll just slowly drink it throughout the day and you'll be amazed how much more liquid you're consuming. Based off that, when your body is properly hydrated, your body and your mind can both function at to the best of their ability. So again, I'm not saying it's necessarily going to work for all of you, but for me, keeping hydrated constantly, that combined with the lots of rest and a good routine for getting up and going to sleep, all the other tips are great. They're two of probably the biggest ones that have helped me massively. So I hope you guys take these tips on board. Again, just try them out. Don't think there's really harm in trying any of these out and giving them a go. If they don't work, you've got to try and sort of adapt and use everything that I'm saying to fit you. This isn't going to fit everyone, but it certainly makes a massive difference for me. So like I said at the start, get in the comments. Please let me know if you guys have got any tips for me. I love learning from other people and their experiences. So I really want to hear from you guys and let me know what you think. Again, if you've got any other ideas for future videos, let me know what you want to see, what videos you want me to do. And like I said, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe it. And look forward to seeing you all on the next video. Keep happy, keep smiling. See you all soon.